There's one more little messy part to do with the plaster gauze. You need to take your face casting and attach it to your base. The base, you have some kind of piece of cardboard that was given to you in your supply kit to be the base for your sculpture. So hopefully you still have your messy bowl for the water, and you still have some pieces of plaster gauze left over. Some nice longish pieces are good for the attachment. So I'll try to insert that info at the beginning so you don't cut it all up small and then be sorry. I'm going to put the blue side of the base up just so you can see better what I'm doing. So as I'm getting ready to work on this, I'm looking at my casting and I want to decide, I can trim edges like this with the scissors if I need to, if I feel like it would make it fit or sit better against my base. You don't have to go way around your face. You could have it somewhat shorter if you wanted to. You can even take and draw a pencil line there if you want to cut off a significant chunk so that you do it in a nice, neat way. So you're looking then at how does it fit on your base, and do you want it perfectly straight? Do you want the base the tall way or the wide way? I think I'm going to angle mine a little bit. And so the only real key piece about the attachment is you want the attaching pieces of plaster to be on both the base and the casting. So I'm going to start on the cheek and I'm going to lay this across, and I'm going to still have a couple of inches left that are going to go out onto the base of the sculpture. And wherever I'm putting that new piece, I'm remembering to go over it with my wet fingertips, just dipping my fingers in the water, smoothing it out so that I can work my way around. Wherever the sculpture is touching the base, I want to put that attachment and make it stronger. But I also want to try my best to keep the surface of the casting fairly smooth so that later on it's going to be easy to paint on. So that step of rubbing your fingertips over it is important. So I don't want it to fall apart while I'm working on it. I don't want to be lazy and only put like 2 pieces on each side. I want to try and work my way well around. I can cut that little bit off later where it's sticking out off the edge. I'm hoping we don't have any issues with the cardboard bases that we have to use this semester. In the past, we've had pieces of wood for the bases, but I thought that the heavy cardboard or mat board that people got would work. And I might be sorry when it comes time to paint that I put the blue side up. If you happen to have the kind of base that I do that's blue on one side and white on the other, it would probably be smarter to have the white side up so that when you go to paint over it, you don't have any issues. I have had students in the past, like they didn't like the way the change of texture at the edges and the odd bits, and so they actually took and covered the entire base with the plaster gauze. If you have enough plaster gauze to do that, you are welcome to cover the whole thing, but I just guessed on the quantity I gave you, and so you may not have enough to cover every bit of the base with plaster. The important part is that you get your face attached to the base. And then you're going to need to find a safe place for it to dry before you try to do anything else to it. Patience while it's drying. The nice thing about plaster gauze is that it is both lightweight and strong. And so once this gets 100% dry, then I'm going to have no issues. All right. So when you reach that step, attachment is made, stopping to let it dry before you think of going on to the painting stage.